What's going on, folks? It's the Sportsbook Killer coming back to give you my report from UFC Fight Night Singapore. Do a recap. My strong picks I gave you guys. It was an interesting fight card for sure. I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was at a casino watching it, and man, I was exhausted that morning. My strong picks, I was 69% accurate. I had single Choi. He covered the win, and he covered the over 1.5 rounds. Fought phenomenal. Choi was good. I was glad he did that. JJ Aldridge, I had the win, and I also had the under 2.5 rounds. She covered both of those. I had Rolando Bedoya to win, and I had Rolando Bedoya to win in over 1.5 rounds and over 2.5 rounds. Rolando Bedoya lost, but did cover the over 1.5 and over 2.5 rounds. Rinya Nakamura, I had the win and I had the under 2.5 rounds. He won, but it went to a decision. I had Max Holloway to win, and I had the over 1.5 rounds, over 2.5 rounds, and over 3.5 rounds. Max Holloway won, but he only covered the over 1.5 rounds because Zombie got KO'd, knocked out cold almost. I mean, forehead split open. So he didn't make it to the over 2.5 rounds or the over 3.5 rounds. So my strong picks ended up being 79% accurate this time. My semi-strong picks, my semi-strong picks were actually 85% accurate. Last week, they were 100% accurate. So the Njokuani Olenjacek fight, it hit under 2.5 rounds. I didn't pick a winner for that one. I just had the under 2.5 rounds. Waldo Cortez Acosta, he won, but he didn't cover the over 1.5 rounds. He won in under 1.5 rounds. So I got the win, but I got the over wrong. Erin Blanchfield, she won, and it was a gritty win, but she won, and she covered the over 1.5 rounds. That's what I had. I had Giga Chikadze to win, and I had the over 1.5 round. He covered both of those. So my semi-strong picks, 85% accurate. My weekend upset picks. I didn't pick a winner for the golf Kinoshita fight, but I did have the under 2.5 rounds, which it was an early knockout. So we covered the under 2.5 rounds. The Toshiyama Kazami fight, oh man, that guy's a mess. Garrett Armfield KO'd him quick, so I lost that one, and I had the over 1.5 rounds. That fight was over. It didn't make it to 1.5 rounds, that's for sure. Over quick. My guy, Junior Tafa, he got us the win, and he did it in under 2.5 rounds. Did it in the first round. That guy can punch. So him and his brother are going to be a force to reckon with. If you get hit by one of those guys in a heavyweight fight, it is over. My biggest disappointment in this was Ryan Spann. He could have beat Anthony Smith, but for some odd reason, it came down to the third round, and he didn't remember how to throw a jab or even throw a punch in the third round. He did absolutely nothing but stand in front of Anthony Smith looking at him. Anthony Smith's eyeball was swollen, purple, black, blue, getting ready to look like his eyeball was going to fall out his head any minute. And Ryan Spann did not throw not one, hardly any face shots at all. He acted like he couldn't punch. And all he had to do was throw a few jabs and be just a little more aggressive. And he could have took that third round. And not only that, he could have won the fight. I think Anthony Smith took the first round. Ryan Spann definitely took the second round to me. And then the third round was a toss-up. And Spann just didn't want to fight. It looked like Anthony Smith was looking for a reason to quit. But Ryan Spann wouldn't give it to him. So my weekend upset picks were 50%. So it's not the best, but when you're gambling, mixing parlays up, this can still be very, very lucrative. Like I say, strong picks, 69%. I can deal with that. I like to stay in the 80% range though when I'm doing parlays, but 69%, I'll take that too. Semi-strong, 85%. So week upset picks, hey, I took a shot. Usually with a week or upset pick, you're getting 3-to-1 odds on your money, no less than 2-to-1. So I wasn't, so you really ain't not going to lose with that. But I like to mix them all up, and I hope you guys did the same, and I hope you guys were at the window cashing. And I'll be back in touch with you guys. I'll have another video out probably Tuesday to let you know my picks for this Saturday, the Gon Spivak fight. and I'll give you my picks for that. But in the meantime, I hope you guys cashed out. Like and subscribe. I will keep the videos coming and keep the picks coming. And you guys take care. I'll talk to you later.